Mitch Tram here. We're looking at an unopened, new old stock Lucky Tackle Box today. This is the Lucky Tackle Box Tournament Edition. I think this one is from around 2019. This was their highest end box at the time, and they don't even sell this anymore. Today we're going to open it up, see what's in it, and see if it was actually worth it. So back in 2019, this was, like I said, their top tier subscription. They claim it had more baits, better baits, and stuff you wouldn't get in the standard box. I believe the retail on this was $45 if you purchased a single one, or if you got the 12-month subscription, it was like $40 per month. So they don't offer it anymore. So let's see what you actually got for your money. Now, as I go through this, I'm going to look at three things. We're going to look at the value, the quality of what's inside here, and if these baits were a fad or if they're still relevant today. So, is it good value? Are the lures still relevant today? Would I use these now? Or would I even use them back then? All right. So let's go ahead and open this thing. As you can see right here, it is still taped shut. So I'm going to pop it open. And let's see what's in this bad boy. All right. Seal's still on it. So I'm going to pop that. And then we're just going to look at each item as we pull them out. All right, so right on top, just a little flyer trying to get you to give this away or purchase one for somebody else. Then you have the little magazine that came with each of these. And the first thing we pull out of here, this is bait holder, and these are number 7. Double barb, look like little octopus hooks. There you go. So what would you use these for? You'd probably use these on something like a wacky rig. And from my standpoint, still relevant. I would use this today if I was throwing a wacky rig. Why not? All right. So this is Perfection Lures Sure Hook. This is a stand-up jig head. You can see it has the little I don't know what you call them, little barb thing, so if it hits the ground, the head still stands up. Nothing wrong with this. Is it still relevant? Yeah, I'm sure it's still relevant. Is it something that I typically throw? No, it's not. But would I use it? Would I try it? Sure, why not? All right. Now we have some Bass Assassin stick worms. It says that they're infused with bass fuel. They're made in the USA. They're kind of a red color. Not a bad color. It's fine for the water that's just a little bit stained. You might throw something that's this color. It's a stick worm. It's a smaller stick worm. Would I go out and buy this directly? I probably wouldn't buy it, but having it in the box, I would try it for sure. I mean, it's still relevant. It's a stick worm. Stick worms are, they've been around forever and they're still here. So now we have this right here. It is the V&M Super Scented White Ice Vertical Shad. I would say from a color standpoint, this is great. White is one of those go-to colors. You really can't go wrong with white. You can almost throw it all the time, except when the water is really, really dirty. Then you want to go with something that's, you know, darker, like a black or a dark blue. But it's a shad, it's white, it's got sparkle in it. Yeah, still holds up today. All right, now we have a hard bait. This is Crank X by Max Lure. It's kind of a yellow tiger striped crankbait with a small bill. It says "Fish Like a Pro" on it. I don't know this company, but you know, crankbaits, another timeless lure. Small bill, shallow diving, color is good. Can't go wrong with that. It's almost kind of a natural type color, great for clear water or slightly stained water. I'd throw it, why not? Another crankbait. This is Norman Lures. It's a flat broke. It says it dives 0 to 3 feet. That's going to depend on how fast you're retrieving it. And it does have that broke back, so it has the, you know, live type action with it. It's a good color, right? It's kind of that natural-ish color. So this is probably a pretty decent lure. I mean, not familiar with Norman Lures myself, but sure, I'd throw it. Still holds up, it's still relevant. It's not a fad. It's a good lure. All right, another crankbait, man. They're killing it with the crankbaits in this box. This is Big Gun Baits. It is a small bill crankbait in the color of a crawfish. And, you know, crawfish is one of those timeless colors. Can't really go wrong with that. So far, everything I'm seeing is good. All right. Bait ball spinner. I don't know if you guys have ever thrown one of these or seen one of these, but essentially it's multiple lures with a spinner in the center of it. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4. It's by LiveTarget. LiveTarget's a pretty reputable brand. We all, you know about LiveTarget. The color, it's a good color too. I mean, they're hitting the mark on the color in here. They're using standard colors that really kind of work. Nothing off the wall. Would I throw this? Man, it probably works. I wouldn't throw this. And not because it's a bad lure. It just isn't something that's appealing to me. I don't really want to throw that big giant thing. Now, this is a good question to you guys. Let me know, have y'all thrown something like this? I see people throwing them all the time in the yaks out on the water when I'm out there. So, I mean, I know they work. It just is something that I don't know, I haven't got on board with. So let me know. Let me know what you think. All right, Yum brand. And these appear to be some shad as well. These are what they're calling money minnows. So start a feeding frenzy on there. I'd throw those all day long. I mean, it's a shad lure and it is a natural color. Very nice looking lure. Why not? You know, it's a standard type color, standard type bait. Their little hook is that, you know, you're going to start a feeding frenzy with this, right? It's their tagline. Hey, give it a shot. Pretty impressed, if I'm being honest with you. I'm seeing a lot of good stuff in this box. Here's another crankbait. Actually, this isn't a crankbait. This is a Lunkerhunt Lunkerhunt, and it's a topwater bait. It's a popper. Popper's another timeless bait. This thing looks like a frog. I don't know if you can see that, but it definitely is kind of the color of a frog, looks like a frog. Probably a solid bait. You know, if I saw this and it was my tackle box and I was fishing topwater, why not? Looks pretty good. I haven't really seen anything that I would say is a fad, right? Look at this. Offset 3.0 worm hooks. And I typically use a 3.0, sometimes a 4.0, but nothing wrong with that. I throw that in the tackle box. All right, now we have some SmartBaits, color changing baits. All right, so these are red. It appears that they kind of changed to a yellow or chartreuse type color. Let's see what it says on here. It says it's activated by water temperature. SmartBaits undergo multiple color changes and imitate live bait. Bleeding prey fish that will trigger fish to strike. I don't know about this. This to me is a little gimmicky. But once again, hey, have you guys used this? Does it work? If I saw this in the store, I wouldn't pick it up. It seems, like I said, very gimmicky to me. It's changing color depending on water temperature. And so, you know, temperature is not something that typically affects color, right? Like you're looking at clarity, you know, whether the water's clear or stained, or if it's murky to determine color, not the temperature. So I have trouble thinking that these are going to be valuable and that they're going to work. But let me know, have you used them? Let me know. More soft plastics. These are Dudley Jr. Twitch it, jerk it, reel it, and hang on. It says these are for speckled trout, redfish, flounder, and other game fish. So that's interesting, right? This is a bass box typically, and these are, you know, marketed as saltwater lures. Now, does that mean they won't work in freshwater? Absolutely not. They're chartreuse. Chartreuse is a good color in freshwater, and they're essentially just kind of a grub shad type lure, soft plastic. So, I mean, probably going to work just fine in fresh or saltwater. Seems like a pretty standard soft plastic to me. All right, one more thing in here. These are revolutionizing your fishing. It's called Spike It. These are diamond flash holographic stick worms. I mean, they're blue and clear. It's a great clear water bait or slightly stained water bait. Great color for that. It's a stick worm. I'm a huge fan of stick worms. It's a classic bait. It just works. So definitely throw those. So, you know, we've come to the bottom of our box. If we look back through this and just think about, this cost about $45. Did we get $45 worth of tackle? Did we get the $80 worth of tackle that they claim that this thing provides? $85. This guy's probably fairly expensive. I mean, I would say this is probably a $10 bait or more. Each of these, $7 probably. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, this, 5. So we say, you know, there's right there alone, right? Just looking at 4 crankbaits or 3 crankbaits, a topwater popper, and this LiveTarget spinner rig, there's probably your $40 to $45 right there. And then right here, probably paying $5 or $6 for these Yum shad. You're probably paying $4 or $5 for these kind of shaky heads, stand-up jig heads. $3 or $4 for hooks. $3 or $4 for these hooks. And then, you know, package of shad like that, it's probably $4, maybe $5. And so, yeah, I would say if we just round this up, just round this off and say everything in here is around $5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. So, you know, I would say minimum, there's probably $70 worth of tackle here. You paid 40 or 45. Now, is it worth that? That's up to you. For me, it's probably not worth it because I could go spend $40 or $45 and get the things I really want. But now if you're one of these people that likes to try things, they gave you a great assortment of things to try here. And I don't really see anything in here that I think is gimmicky besides those color changing grubs, right? That's kind of gimmicky. So, you know, if you just want to try a bunch of things, see what works for you, see what you like, I think it's a pretty damn good deal, if I'm being honest with you. So, you know, this box retails for $40 to $45. That was in 2019. I don't know what the equivalent is today. They claim you receive about $85 in tackle. I think we're probably close to that, honestly. The standout for me are the hard baits. Like those hard baits, I would probably throw those all day long. The stick worms, good too. The weakest bait for me, once again, I keep harping on it, are those color changing grubs. But hey, maybe, you know, they work. Let me know. Seriously, I'd love to know if those work. I'd also love to know about this thing, right? This multi bait ball inline spinner thing. So was it worth it? Yeah, I think the value's there. Now, is the value there for you? That's for you to decide. You want to try a bunch of things? I think it's a great way to go. If you're kind of set in your ways and you know what you want, then you might not get the things that you want to throw in there, and it might not have the value that you want. So once again, I'm Mitch Tram, and if you like seeing honest breakdowns of fishing gear, stuff you can buy today, stuff you can't buy anymore, like this box, you can't buy these anymore, hit subscribe. I would love to hear from you. One last thing, I've got more of these old tournament edition boxes. I think I've got 5 more of them or so. Let me know if you would open another one. I'd be happy to do it. Like doing these things, like looking at this stuff. Anyway, Mitch Tram here. Hope you guys have a great day.